Hi everybody, it's Emily. I spent today listing a bunch of readers, so I thought I'd just do a YouTube video and share them with you guys. So if you're not interested in old readers, you can just move along. I was inspired to list a bunch because I'm posting this video today of where I made, this isn't the one I made, but where I show how I made these paper bag journals that are going to be thank yous for some upcoming journals that I'll be listing at some point in the future. So I just thought, since I used old readers for the images, that some of you might appreciate having some listed on my Etsy store. So here's just the start. I'm trying to keep them together because I've got them in, I did them in pairs. So, it kind of saves you guys some money because then because the shipping isn't really much more for me for two. So I just do it that way. So we'll just start here. I have these two are banded together because I actually have another listing with this exact book and I didn't want to mix them up. So these are Dick and Jane, and this is interesting. I'm looking at my laptop right now and I noticed this in the photos. To my eye in person, this blue is not as vibrant as what you are seeing. So please keep that in mind. And all of these books, with the exception of a couple, have a lot of condition issues. So in my opinion, that means you can cut them up, enjoy them, have fun. But, you use them the way you want them. So these are both Dick and Jane books. And as you can see, there's a lot of wear to the cover. The copyright on these particular pair are from the 40s. So I'm not even gonna go that fast, but I'm not gonna go that slowly because I've got a stack. So as you can see, they have writing, they have grime, but I mean, look at those illustrations. All of these books that I picked for today that I listed have the most gorgeous illustrations to them. See, like here's some marks, as I said, these are from the 40s, so they have got some wear to them. All right, so give you, look at Sally, isn't that cute? So that's Good Times, and these are together in one listing. So as you can see, I like these pages. These would be fun on the cover of a journal. So yeah, see, 1938, but I'm going to say this is probably printed from the 40s. So definitely older. This one's obviously for older children too, because it doesn't have quite as many illustrations. So look at that with the squirrel and the winter scene. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in these books. And as I said, since they're like the paper's all soft and there's yellowing to them and age, and they're not in the best shape, you could totally, in my opinion, use them for crafting. I know everybody has a different standard. Okay, I'm just going to drop that on the floor. Next, we've got this Up and Away in Our School, and they're together. And this one, it's like, and it does have some marks and stuff on the cover and lots of wear. This one does not. This one looks really groovy to me, but the illustrations, and it has tears, are just absolutely fabulous. So the outside is groovy, definitely that mid-century kind of pop feel, but the illustrations, while still mid-century, very traditional. I love this picture. So lots of good stuff there. You get the idea. This one also, like some of the pages, just assume that these pages have tears and wears and, doodles and all that. So lots to that one. But lots of good stuff in there one. And this one is Up and Away and has this green tape on it that someone was probably using like in a classroom library to organize it. And this one is one of the ones that has kind of some different styles of illustrations. Still all wonderfully retro and charming, but you get the idea. So, oh, look at that one. Isn't that cool? Love that. So, a dog of her very own. All right, so there are those two together. These are another listing together. And then these two have the best covers, condition-wise, and I really like the graphics on them. Oops. Especially this one because, you know, polka dots are some of my favorite things. And I love how it's got, like, the faces of the kids. So this is an Alice and Jerry book. If I didn't already have a copy of this, I would be keeping it. But since I already have a copy. So you get the idea. Very sweet, very charming. I don't think, this is from the 60s, but I think these are still the original illustrations from like maybe the 30s and the 40s. Wait, where did that? I think I have this in the listing. I love that drawing. Lots and lots of good stuff here. And this book is in very good condition. But not really priced much much more radically or different than the other ones. So you kind of get a good deal. So if you're going to do a circus journal, there's some circus illustrations. And then this one is Surprises for Us. Also, these are more from the 60s, which is probably, but I also just don't think they were carried around. It also has writing on the bottom. I think this one had stamping on the side. But other than that, that's kind of why I put them together, because they had colorful covers and just really good condition. Like the pages still feel like they did back in the day. They don't feel like tired or like flipped through, and not a lot of grimy little fingerprints on the pages, though that doesn't really bother me. It makes me usually smile just thinking about kids reading them. And then next two are these two, School Friends and Growing Day by Day. So this one, this is the School Friends one, has a lot of more black and white illustrations. It's 1940, 1951. And here's a tear. But look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Look, I Am Father. Oh, it's so gorgeous. But this, once again, has like little minute tears, soft pages from being flipped through, some crinkles where I kind of call them like they're a little bit wrinkled, but more from like turning, and there's foxing, and all that good stuff. So just kind of a little quick flip through. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. I just didn't want this video to like drag on and get like kind of boring. Oh, look at this. With the seasons, with the snowman. Lots and lots of yummy stuff. I mean, this one's so cute. You could just enjoy looking at it. But once again, see, little grime, little age. So that one and then this one are together. Growing Day by Day. This one also is from the 40s and has a lot of age to it, which is 1947, so it might even be into the 50s, but something about the paper that they used on this one feels older. And then it's got like the colors have kind of bled through. There's some discoloration, some inks, spread. So, and lots of little tears like here at the edge. Great pictures to use for making junk journals, or just, as I said, just to enjoy. Look at that. That's not fabulous. And the paper is so nicely aged. And I think at some point, maybe a glass of water or something was spilled on here, or somebody brought it home from school in the rain. I mean, it just kind of, it doesn't feel bad, but it definitely has got like the crinkles from being wet. It might have, let me see. No, it smells like old leather almost, so it doesn't smell musty. Maybe it was next to encyclopedias or something. So there is that one, just to kind of give you an idea. Also some more water damage there. Okay, now these two more Dick and Jane style ones. So as I said, this is the other one that's the blue. more doodles. Definitely, these are also from the 40s, and a lot of age and discoloration, and very soft, and marks and little tears. So you can tell this one's for slightly older children, maybe 3rd, 4th grade. It's been a long time since I've been around children with reading, and it all varies, you know, because everybody learns at a different pace. So yeah, see, like there's some scribbles there. And of course, I wasn't able to show all the flaws. I just tried to give an idea of the flaws in the listing. So this video hopefully is helpful to you. All right, so there's that one. Got history, got fairy tales, we got doodles. And then this one we just kind of saw, but not this version of it. So let's see, maybe, so we got more animal stories. All right, so you get the idea. Alrighty, and then we're almost done. Oops, hopefully that didn't just make you nauseous there. Doing this on my desk instead of by the window, and so I'm using my background, but I kind of pulled on it a little bit. All right, so we got 2 soft cover ones that are also Alice and Jerry, and I love these illustrations. These are from the 50s, and they've got tears and, you know, lots of damage to them. Definitely good for cutting up, but, you know, doodles. But they're not that bad. I mean, there's so much here you can use, and they're just absolutely beautiful. And there's all along here, because of the nature of the book, there's little tears. Look at that one. Isn't that cute? But as you can, I don't know if you can see. So just tiny, just from you know, years and years of use. This was like, this isn't this, I have my mom's copy, but this was the style of book that she learned how to read with Alice and Jerry. So lots of, you know, like damage back here, tape, tears, and all that kind of stuff. So there's that one. That is Skip Along. And then with that one is Open the Door, which is in, probably because it's newer, it's in better condition, though it does have the tear back here. So look at these. I think it's like the tone of the colors and stuff is one of the reasons why I like them so much. Look at that. And then just how sweet these faces are. And just a slightly different illustration style than Dick and Jane, which is fun because it's nice to have variety. Yeah, I absolutely love these. Look at that. If I wasn't trying, you know, I'm trying really hard not to be a hoarder. So, not keeping these because I already have copies to play with. Alrighty. So those 2 are together. And then I was trying to like make things match the best I could. So this one, More Friends and Neighbors, is the teacher's edition. And then this is a newer one, We Are Neighbors. So this one's from the 40s. This one I think is from the 50s or 60s. Surprisingly, I thought there wouldn't be as many, like, I expect things like that. And as you can see, there's a little bit of water damage. But there are a couple doodles in here. Now, the big difference between the teacher's one and the kids one is there's this entire section in the front that, you know, kind of tells teachers how to use the books and stuff. And there are some cute, of course, now I can't find any. Like, oh, that's a cute picture. So there's kind of some bonus stuff that you wouldn't normally get. So like, you know, like related projects. I love these little doodles. So this is like, so you get this extra, and plus it's a little bit thicker. So if you want to make it into an altered book, you've got a little bit bigger spine. And then it just basically goes to like the rest, like if you're familiar with this, like the regular kids book. So we do have a little bit of pulling away here. But lots and lots of great pictures. And overall, it, you know, it's also from the 40s. But it's in pretty decent condition. But I did find a couple little, like, doodle, not really doodles, but like pen marks and like a little bit of annotation here or there. Maybe someone used it, you know, like here's a red mark. Maybe somebody used it, you know, for their own children, like for homeschooling or something. So, all right. And this is also kind of a Dick and Jane, but there's other kids in here. So there's that. And then to go along with it, we've got We Are Neighbors, which is a newer, just a regular children's one, from the 60s. So, and this is interesting to me because the illustration style changes a little bit more. It's a little bit more realistic on some of them. But my goodness, they're so cool. So we've got, as I said, none of these are perfect. I don't really know how to grade books. I just know that to me, these are good enough to use for crafting. You know, you got a lot of material here, but not like pristine where you have to feel bad about. Oh, that's a great picture about cutting them up and using them. All right, so those two are together. And then the last set I put together today, and I'm gonna, as soon as this starts uploading, I'm gonna make these go live, are these two paperback ones. And they're My Little Blue Storybook and My Little Green Storybook. This one's in rougher shape. You can tell like someone had bent it back like right here, kind of along where the cloth binding is, and creased it. But this, oh, look at those photos. Now, see, as I said, you've got a little bit here, but this image is just great. Oh, and this is the one that has like a fall Halloween story. It's got kids dressing up for Halloween in it, which I thought was really fun. You know, I mean, I've gone through a lot of these. I hardly ever see that. Every once in a while it will show up, but oh, look how cute they are. Look at that. And then this one is in better condition. As you can see, there's some rubbing here. But better condition than the other one. All right. So there we go. There are some readers. Oh my gosh, I've already been talking for 17 minutes. Whew. Time flies. All right, guys. So these are all gonna be live in my Etsy store today, and I hope you're having a great day. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.